The upcoming episode of Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch, titled The Aztec Aqueduct, promises to take viewers on an exciting adventure. In this episode, Duane and James believe they may have drilled into an ancient Aztec aqueduct at the bead site. This discovery leads them to Mexico, where they plan to meet with an expert who can shed light on their findings. As Duane and James explore the potential connections to the Aztec civilization, Chad and Josh embark on their own mission. They will trace the underground waterway linked to the aqueduct, which could lead them to a remote lake. This lake might hold secrets that have been hidden for centuries. The journey will be filled with surprises as they uncover the mysteries of the ancient structure. Viewers can expect a mix of history, adventure, and the thrill of discovery in this episode. With the team diving deeper into the unknown, the Aztec Aqueduct is set to keep audiences on the edge of their seats. The exploration of the past and its connection to the present makes this episode a must-watch for fans of the series. The Aztec Aqueduct episode of Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch. There are some places on Earth where the land just seems different, and Blind Frog Ranch in eastern Utah is one of those places. Locals say the land is cursed and holding on to treasures. Landowner Duane is determined to find what is hidden in the 7 underground caves on the 160-acre ranch. Duane has sunk everything he has into hunting for what he believes is a vast fortune of gold on his property. However, as he gets closer to finding the treasure, the land seems to hold on tighter, stopping him in his tracks. The high desert of eastern Utah, frozen under a late winter sun, cradled more than just hidden gold and buried secrets. It echoed with ancient engineering. Episode 7 of the 4th season of Blind Frog Ranch, titled The Aztec Aqueduct, began with tension simmering just beneath the surface of the icy landscape. As the camera panned over snow-dusted cliffs and the warped cottonwoods surrounding the ranch, the voiceover hinted at a deeper mystery. An unnatural stream of warm water cutting through the frozen creek near the underground cavern system. Something was shifting. Something that didn't belong. Duane, the ranch's determined owner, along with his son Chad, and the core team of geologists, divers, and equipment operators, returned to the site of the previously discovered Black Chamber, a subterranean void revealed during Episode 6 when seismic mapping detected a series of unnaturally symmetrical tunnels. This episode picked up where the last left off, with a new anomaly. Satellite heat imagery showed a linear signature, warmer than the surrounding area, stretching west from the cavern complex toward an uncharted bluff. It ran too straight to be natural. It looked like infrastructure. But out here, in Utah's Uinta Basin, the suggestion bordered on impossible. A team equipped with ground-penetrating radar and thermal drones began surveying the area. Despite thick frost and dense rock layers, something linear, hollow, and continuous revealed itself beneath layers of sediment. The pattern was ancient. The construction too advanced. It resembled what the team's on-call archaeologist would later identify as a pre-Columbian water delivery system, something akin to the ancient aqueducts used by the Aztecs in central Mexico. The idea raised eyebrows across the crew. Digging began near the thermal anomaly, just west of the creek bend. Equipment operators encountered stone, smooth, stacked, sealed with a blackened, resin-like substance that resisted water infiltration. As the excavator pulled back the first large slab, the crew uncovered a narrow channel, about 18 inches wide, carved with obsessive precision. Along its interior walls were repeated motifs, geometric spirals, and double-headed serpent symbols. The style matched no known native culture from Utah. Elsewhere on the ranch, a diver returned to the main underground cavern pool to investigate a new whirlpool forming after recent rains. What looked like a simple erosion funnel proved to be a submerged shaft, perfectly circular, lined with stone. A drone equipped with sonar dropped into the water, feeding back a map of interlocking chambers connected by narrow water tunnels. One, unmistakably, pointed toward the newly discovered aqueduct site. The possibility chilled the crew more than the wind. Not only were there dry tunnels beneath the ranch, but water-bearing ones, engineered, maintained by a constant flow of groundwater, and possibly connected to a hidden ancient source. This wasn't just about gold anymore. It was about a civilization, one whose fingerprints lingered thousands of miles from its supposed origin. The team's historian, brought in from the University of New Mexico, scoured old maps and codices while cross-referencing Aztec engineering principles. The flow patterns, the resin-like waterproofing, all aligned. Yet the location was an impossibility. That's when the magnetic anomalies started. Just days earlier, geophysicists had installed several magnetic sensors near the aqueduct trench to map subsurface metallic deposits. The readings now spiked at regular intervals. The pattern was rhythmic, structured, almost like a buried mechanism was activating in pulses. It drew the crew's attention to a segment of the aqueduct that curved underground toward a red sandstone outcrop known locally as the Crooked Tooth. Excavation near the Crooked Tooth revealed a slab of stone that hummed, literally vibrated, when the temperature dropped below freezing. Beneath it, a sealed chamber echoed hollowly when struck. It took hours to cut through. Once opened, the chamber revealed an air pocket, dry and pristine, with walls etched in obsidian ink. The drawings portrayed figures in feathered headdresses, each holding torches, gathered around a spiraled column of water. Beneath them were symbols that matched a Nahuel script, interpreted roughly as flow of power, stolen and hidden beneath. Theories exploded across the crew. Was this site an ancient outpost of the Aztec Empire? A secret network designed to transport water, or something else, across vast distances? And why here? Why now, late that evening, with the team exhausted and the wind whipping snow across the open trench? The magnetic sensors spiked again. But this time, something else triggered. A burst of sound. A low, harmonic frequency emanated from the aqueduct, recorded by their audio equipment. It was mechanical. Timed. The audio specialist replayed it, slowed it, filtered it. The sound was a coded rhythm, almost like an old-world hydraulic alarm system, designed to indicate flow disruption or a lock release. Within hours, the pool level in the main cavern dropped by 6 inches. Whatever had activated was alive. And ancient. Now convinced that the aqueduct was functional, and possibly a gateway to something sealed for centuries, the team decided to trace the warm water source further upstream. Using handheld sonar devices, they located another stone slab, buried just beneath the stream. This one bore no symbols, only a carved handprint, larger than human, and 3 concentric circles around it. When pressed, the slab clicked inward, triggering a slow draining of water from the nearby stream. A chasm opened beneath it, revealing a steep stone staircase, slick with age and moisture. Only one member descended that day, carefully roped and monitored. At 20 feet, the staircase opened into a chamber far older than the others, carved directly into bedrock, lit faintly by natural phosphorescent minerals. There, at the center of the chamber, lay a structure, a basin surrounded by pillars, with water still slowly trickling from narrow vents above. In the center of the basin sat a small obsidian box, sealed with copper bands. The episode closed on that box, never opened, never touched, its surface vibrating faintly as if alive with ancient pressure. As the screen faded to black, the narrator teased the upcoming season final, questions of ancient power, forbidden engineering, and the ranch's deepest secret yet. Post-episode notes. Historical ties. The Aztec Aqueduct episode draws from real-world Aztec aqueduct systems, such as the Chapultepec Aqueduct, known for its hydraulic engineering. The idea of such technology existing so far north remains speculative within the show, lending it an air of fringe mystery. Geological anomalies. Thermal readings and magnetic pulses add a pseudo-scientific thrill to the episode. Though not confirmed by independent sources, the show uses this data to deepen its lore. Symbolic motifs. The episode's heavy use of Mesoamerican symbols, including double-headed serpents and obsidian ink, heightens the mystical atmosphere. Within hours of airing, online forums lit up with debate. Skeptics pointed to clever editing and unproven claims, while fans speculated on lost civilizations, ancient power sources, and even extraterrestrial links. Theories ranged from Aztec priests fleeing Spanish invasion with sacred artifacts to the aqueduct being part of an Earth energy grid hidden beneath the Rockies.